Yeah, yeah.
What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. We're going to get into NXT from June the 10th, 2025. A pretty okay show for the most part. It was pretty decent. So we kicked the show off with Jasper Troy. He assaults Oba Femi in the NXT parking lot, and then he proceeds to chokeslam Oba Femi through the car windshield, which was really awesome. So really good stuff there. Then this leads us into the first match of the night. Ethan Page retains his NXT North American Championship by defeating Sean Legacy. The match was pretty okay. I thought that Sean Legacy was going to get a little bit more offense in, but he was not able to. And he lost to Ethan Page via the Twisted Grin. Post-match, Ricky Saints shows up, and the two of them, they brawl, basically. So they're going to continue their feud. That's fine, but this feud has got to end, and I've been saying for quite some time, it's time for Ethan Page to be on the main roster. I would assume the feud is going to end at Great American Bash in July. I would do a stipulation. So maybe like a last man standing, an I quit match, loser leaves NXT, anything of that sort would be fine with me. Maybe even like a steel cage match. That could be fun too. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Moving on. So, Jacy Jayne is upset with Ava. She wanted to know when was Ava going to tell her about the new signee. So, basically, Fatal Influence, they still have issues with each other. So, Jacy thinks it's important to build a repertoire. They had that dynamic when Fallon Henley was the NXT Women's North American Champion, but she lost the title. Jacy says that maybe one day Jasmine Nix will be the champion. But Jacy's the champion now, and she needs to know what's going on in her division. So, Lacey Lane shows up. She smacks the shit out of Jacy Jayne. Lane says she's ready for Jacy now. Jacy says Lane's trying to pull a page out of her playbook. It's not going to work. And then Laney says she's got nothing to lose. She slaps Jacy Jayne again. Then Ava tells her to leave. Then Jacy tells Ava that she's willing to put her NXT Women's Championship on the line against that little bitch, Laney Reed, tonight. Good stuff there. I love that. So that's fine. Moving on, we got some drama in the women's division. So we have a Soruka Zarya TikTok vignette. They film a verbal altercation between Lash Legend and Kalani Jordan in the women's locker room. Ren Sinclair didn't appreciate how Lash Legend was talking about Charlie Dempsey. Ren said that Lash can't do and say whatever she wants. Lash makes a subtle threat to Ren as she walks away. All right, that's fine there. I'm glad that Lash is still on television. I'm glad that she's being used. I do think in due time Lash Legend will be NXT Women's Champion. In due time, she has to just wait. But I think she's going to be champion. She definitely is. She damn sure is. If not NXT Women's Champion, definitely NXT North American Champion for the women. Yeah, moving on. So, Sean Spears, he asked Izzy Dame why she attacked Brooke Jensen with a steel chair last week. She said there's no room for half-ass commitment in the Culling. She said that Brooks didn't believe in the Culling, so why would they believe in him? The final coffin was taking the pin at NXT Battleground. The Culling is supposed to purge the weak and slaughter the feeble. Brooks is both weak and feeble, which is true. Sean Spears appreciates that Izzy Dame decided to take action. That's the kind of person he needs her to become. Brooks had to had to go. It is what it is. They're shifting their direction to the NXT Tag Team Championships. Shawn Spears asked Izzy if there's anything else she sees, and Izzy says that she has her eyes on something. Okay, this is pretty okay. Do I give a fuck about Shawn Spears? No, fuck Shawn Spears. So yeah, there's that. Moving on. Psycho Clown and Octagon Jr. from AAA, they were in the crowd during this match. So the Culling, they defeat Josh Briggs and Moore. I don't give a fuck about this at all. I just don't. Whatever. So Ava is backstage. She scolds Ricky Saints. Ava still sees the bruising on Ricky's neck. He can barely talk. Ava tells Ricky to go home, rest, and she doesn't want to see him again until he's medically cleared. Okay, that's fine. Moving on, Sarah Schreiber, she tells us that Oba Femi and the Oba Femi and Jasper Troy match, that's still on, despite receiving medical attention. Okay, that's fine. We get some Chase U nonsense. So, Andre Chase tells Kel Dixon and Uriah Connors they have to still follow the rules and follow the directions of Mr. Chase. They're all in. Andre Chase says it's time to go back to class. Okay, this is fine. I really wish that Chase U had some sense of direction. It was fun when they had like Riley Osborne and Duke, but neither of them are there anymore. So yeah, it sucks. So whatever. Maybe we'll see Riley and Duke and TNA. Maybe, I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. Moving on. So Mariah May, she has a name change. So she had a really cool vignette, a real like Hollywood vignette. She was taking a bubble bath and everything else. That was pretty cool. So the glamour is Beauty and Grace, and she'll probably punch you in the face. The glamour doesn't walk into the spotlight. She's the reason it exists. The glamour is the girl you've been waiting for. And her new name is Blake Monroe. No. I do not like this. This is bad. This is fucking bad. But it is what it is. I get where they're going with it. She's basically had the same gimmick basically since Stardom. She did it in Stardom. She continued to do it when she was in AEW, and now she's going to do it in NXT. So that's fine there, but I don't fucking like the name Blake Monroe. I just don't. And I think that she chose that name because I think her niece is named Blake. Nah, that's just not me. The name Blake does not seem unisex. It just does not. Hell no. Hell no. So I'm just going to call her Mariah May, or I may just call her Mariah Monroe. Either or. I'm not going to say the name Blake Monet. I mean, my bad. Blake Monroe. My bad. Hell no. Moving on. Last Legend defeats Ren Sinclair. And Last Legend ended up botching a finish. It was supposed to be a spinning side slam, basically. So that's fine, I guess. Shit happens. But it is what it is. That's fine. Everyone has a bad night, and Lash had a bad night, basically. So, yeah. Moving on. So, Laney Reed, she had a vignette. So, she has an extensive horseback riding background. Laney's all about taking opportunities that's in front of her. Laney says that Jacy Jayne is the most beatable NXT Women's Champion of all time, and she's going to prove that tonight. And she also did some track and field or something like that or whatever. She's tiny. She's probably like between 5 foot even to probably 5'2", maybe 5'3". So, yeah. Jacy Jayne obviously retains her NXT Women's Championship via the help of Fatal Influence, so they get involved towards the end of the match. Match was okay. A bit long, but it's fine, I guess. But really and truthfully, the match should have ended in about like 5 minutes. It shouldn't even went like 10 minutes. It should have lasted about 5. But it is what it is. I mean, it's fine. So Jacy Jayne retains via the rolling encore. Post-match, Ava, she appears on the Silver Lift podium. So Ava's going to decide who Jacy Jayne's next challenger will be. Next week, it's going to be 4 singles matches. The winner of those matches will advance to a Fatal 4-Way on June 24th. And then the winner of that match will go on to face Jacy Jayne for the NXT Women's Championship at Evolution 2. And the females are Jada Parker, Kalani Jordan, Thea Hale, Lola Vice, Lash Legend, Zarya, Izzy Dame, and Jordan Grace. Okay, that's fine. I hate the fucking Fatal 4-Way, but it is what it is. It really doesn't matter. Moving on. So, Briggs, he's pissed off. He's throwing a fit like a little bitch. So, Inamore's trying to calm him down. So, First Class, their bum ass from TNA, they show up. Well, I do like Casey Navarro. I don't like AJ Francis, a.k.a. Top Dollar, a.k.a. Flop Dollar. So Casey Navarro says that the NXT Tag Team Championships will look better around their waist very soon. Inamore has heard about First Class. Inamore says that AJ Francis is really annoying, which is true. AJ says that he was taking over this locker room before Inamore even thought about becoming a big star at Pro Wrestling Noah. He's back to take over this locker room again. So Elijah shows up from TNA. If it wasn't for First Class, the TNA World title would be back in TNA. Elijah says that he would like to reintroduce his guitar to AJ Francis. Casey Navarro says they're going to have a conversation with Trick Williams. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I don't give a fuck about First Class. Again, I like Casey Navarro. I'm just not a fan of AJ Francis. Just not a fan. Hell no. Nope. He's okay. He's an okay talker, but in the ring, fuck no. He's awful. It's like his his legs are made of fucking cement. Like, seriously. Damn. Moving on. So Ren Sinclair, she tells Miles Bourne that Charlie Dempsey has something to say to him. Charlie considers himself a man of his word and wishes Miles good luck on his next journey. The NQCC shaped him into the man he became today. Miles has a nice embrace with Javon Evans. Tavion Heights says that he's ready to take his shot, which was obvious because he was wearing his own shirt with his name on it. So yeah. Charlie Dempsey disagrees. Javon doesn't know why Charlie always keeps holding down the NQCC. Charlie says this is none of Javon's business, which I would agree with, but I mean, it's fine. I do like Tavion Heights being a singles act. That does intrigue me, but I don't know. Maybe, just maybe Charlie Dempsey can get in touch with Noam Dar, who we haven't seen in about 5 weeks. So maybe Charlie can do something with him, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Moving on. So, the High Rise, they defeat the family, which is Tony D and Stax. So, there's that. Stax got involved, basically. And, basically, the crowbar was brought into play. So Tony D says that he knew Chris Afino was going to side with Stax, and then that's what caused the finish. So, there's that. So that's fine there. What are we going to do with Stax and Tony D. How are we going to end their feud? I don't know. Then we get matches for next week. It's going to be Kalani Jordan versus Last Legend. They're in a feud. That's good. Same thing with Jada Parker and Thea Hale. They're both in a feud. Lola Vice versus Jordan Grace. Okay. And Zaria versus Izzy Dame. I think Jordan's going to win her match. Last Legend's going to win her match. Jada Parker's going to win hers. And I'm guessing Izzy Dame is going to win hers because I'm pretty sure Tatum Paxley... My bad. I'm pretty sure that Tatum Paxley is going to show up and probably cost Zaria. So, excuse me. So there's that. Moving on. So Trick Williams, he basically had a backstage interview with Sarah Schreiber, just putting over First Class and everything else. Basically challenging Elijah and Briggs in a Mortal match next week. I'm just like, nah, fuck that. Nah. Nope. Not gonna happen. Main event of the evening. Main event of the evening. Oba Femi defeats Jasper Troy in a really good match to retain the NXT Championship. So, Jasper Troy looked very good in his first televised match. He looked really good. He got in quite a good bit of offense. Oba kicked out of the Black Hole Slam that Abyss used to do in TNA. He kicked out of that. Jasper threw Oba into the turnbuckle and it exploded. Well, not the turnbuckle, but the second. Yeah. So that happened. He threw him into the turnbuckles. So yeah, the middle rope that exploded basically. They did a spot on the outside where Oba threw Troy into the barricade, and the barricade exploded, which is fucking awesome. Then the finish came when Oba was going to go for a fall from grace, but I think he botched it. It looked like a spine buster, and then Jasper Troy kicked out of that, and then Oba ended up redoing the finish. The second fall from grace for the 1, 2, 3. Oba retains. So really good stuff there. Thoroughly enjoyed that. That was fun as hell. I see big things in Jasper Troy's future. They just need to change his name, obviously. But he'll be fine. I guess they're going to continue to build him up for a while. So yeah. But NXT for the most part was solid. So I think the winners of the Fatal 4-Way should come down to Jordan Grace, Jada Parker, Izzy Dame, and Jada Parker, Izzy Dame, and it should come down. The Fatal 4-Way should come down to Last Legend, Jada Parker, Jordan Grace, and Izzy Dame. I think that'll be fine. So those are gonna be my picks. The matches should be good. I mean, that's a shit ton of matches, but I'm pretty sure the Jordan and Lola Vice will be sort of long. Everything else should be kind of short, relatively. Maybe 5-minute matches here or there. I don't know. We have to wait and see how it all plays out. But NXT this week was pretty good. I did not like the Blake Monroe name change. I didn't like that. But, I get where they're going with it. So she's going to be successful. I'm guessing they're going to build Mariah May up, I guess. They're going to put her in a feud with somebody. So I don't know who it's going to be. The D'Angelo family stuff is really cool. I'm still enjoying that. I don't give a fuck about Shawn Spears and the Culling. I just don't. Outside of Izzy Dame. So, you know, there's that. Jacy Jayne still being NXT Women's Champion is cool. I like that, too. So, yeah. But what did you guys think of NXT? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.